Hello, this is Patrick from XPression. I'd like to show you a new tool in XPression Maps 3.2.2 and higher, the ability to add an image into your safe title. So here I am working in XPression Maps Designer, and I can create these really great maps, but I find out what happens a lot of times. I create them back in the graphics department, and when they get played out in the control room, unfortunately what winds up happening is the control room will put lower third graphics on top of the map, maybe because they're inserting the map while they're doing a live dialogue, and things get obscured by the lower third titles. So we want to make sure that when we do this from now on, we know where those lower thirds are going to be, because we set a safe title to know to make sure that this gets included in the screen, but unfortunately sometimes things get cut off or covered. So here's what we've done. We've gone into the system now. If I turn on my safe title area, you can, or turn it off and turn it on so you can see, I can see where safe title markers are. So I know as a designer to put things in that place. But what gets covered, that's what I'm curious about. So I'm going to go in here to my drawing toolbox. I'm going to put mine in miscellaneous. I'm going to click new. And I'm going to change my drawing type that I'm selecting to a background image. And I'm going to go find one. What I've done is I've literally gone through and created a 1920 by 1080 graphic that has my ticker, a lower third, a station bug, and an upper left, and you'll see why in just a second. Now I'm going to click done. Now I'm going to go into my safe title. I've got one for L3 example, and I'm going to come over here, and on my lower third safe title, the one I'm using L3 example, I'm going to click on image, and that will insert. Again, I've only got one in here, so it's showing it to me, and you can see what I've got on the screen. It inserts a graphic that has my bug position, my lower third position with the top topic bar on it, and then an upper left. And the reason why is because I'm using Bing Maps. I need to make sure that my components are showing up properly. So I'm going to do a couple things. First off, I'm going to raise my action safe. I'm going to take my lower and I'm going to move it up. Reason being, I want to make sure that I've got myself a position where my attributions are going to show up. You'll notice my Bing logo is still obscured, so I'm going to raise that up on its Y position. And you can see as I change that, I'm going to bring that up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it so that it is just below where my upper left graphic is. This way I know that it will appear on screen. If I want to, I can raise it up above. I will show you that it will only go so high, so what I have to do is I actually have to change where my upper position is. So I could just do that. So this way it's up above where my upper left is. This works too. It's up to you how you choose to use it. And what this means now is I'm a designer. I kind of know where that's going to be. And again, safe title is a preview thing. It only shows up in Maps Designer and it shows up in the MOS plugin as a preview. It doesn't get put in the final render of the graphic. But what now this lets me do is know that I need to reposition my map so that the subject that I want to put on my map is visible based on these lines. So let's go see what this looks like in the MOS plugin for XPression Maps. Okay, so I'm going to log into my Maps plugin, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up this map. I'm going to do a quick search for an address that I have here. I'm going to make sure that I select it, and I've added a title to it, and I want to make sure that when I play this graphic in the control room that it works. So I'm going to go to my scene, and I'm going to change my safe title to L3 example, and guess what? There's the position, and this map is made with OpenStreetMaps content, so I don't have to worry about the Bing logo, but I do have attributions that show up here, and I do know that everything I want in my map is now in position and not going to be obscured by the lower third in my graphic or my upper left, should there be one. And I'm just going to go ahead quickly, and I'm just going to change my text to make this an even prettier map. And there I go. So now I know that this is going to work and do exactly what I need to do, and everybody in the studio and everybody at home is going to see the final graphic that I wanted here. And the safe title is literally just for my knowledge. It does not get added to the final render.